Elle Woods, blonde icon to millennial women everywhere, was way ahead of her time. She understood there was something you could do that would make you a top candidate and stand out from the crowd. What was it? She used video. Now, if you haven't seen it, there is a classic, iconic scene where Elle uses a video application to get into Harvard Law School. Now, the thing is, she was definitely ahead of her time. Video was not being used in applications a lot then, but now video is being used all throughout the job search. And if you are the person who will embrace this change in the job search, take it on, say, I'm gonna go with it, your name will be at the top of every candidate pile and you'll land the job. So let's talk about how to get used to video, how to be confident on camera so that we can get you that new job where you feel fulfilled. So if we haven't met, my name is Cassandra and I help motivated professionals build their careers through practical tips to gain career confidence. And today, career confidence is going to have to be camera confidence, right? Now, let's talk first about why you need to embrace video. As I said a second ago, it is now everywhere in the job search, right? On LinkedIn, you're seeing video. On resumes, you can do a video resume. It's all throughout the interview process now. And so this is something we need to embrace. Now, I know y'all are going to write me and go, but I hate video. I'm not even going to go for those companies that ask that. Well, you just cut your candidate pool, like your own job options, in half, if not to a quarter, right? Sometimes there are things we don't want to do, but we're going to have to do them, get used to them to move through the job. Plus, I'll just be honest, jobs change all the time, right? Have you been in a job where you went, oh, I signed up to do this thing, but now they've added this new thing we have to do, and I have to learn this new skill or new software or whatever? Well, that does happen. If you have to do that in the job, get used to it in the job search. We have to adapt and change as trends are changing in job searching, and video is now the trend. So here's a way to stand out without even trying. I know there are people who are going to go, no, I'm just not going for the jobs that ask for video. I know there are plenty of people who have said, no, I'm just not. If they want a pre-recorded interview, I'm not even doing it. So if you're the one who will do it, congrats. You've now beat out a bunch of people just because they self-selected to not even run the race. So let's start getting comfortable with video. Now, this doesn't mean you have to start a YouTube channel or become a TikTok star, although neither of those are bad ideas, but you do need to start getting comfortable with video. And I'll just tell you right now, the first time you make a video or do a video interview or try a video resume, it's gonna be uncomfortable. But remember, to get good at something, growth happens in the uncomfortability. So we have to be uncomfortable to get to comfortable. Y'all, go back and look at my first videos. They do not look like this. I do not sound like this. I kind of talked like this and stared at the camera. Like, it comes with time and practice. Okay, so where is video being used in the job search? Let's talk about them kind of in different areas of where it's being used. The most prevalent place we're seeing it being used is in the interview process, right? It's in everything from pre-recorded interviews where it's just you and a question comes up on the screen, or a pre-tape person comes up on the screen and asks you a question, to live Zooms or WebEx or Microsoft Teams with a recruiter or the hiring manager or the panel. There's a lot of video being used in the interview process. And here's the thing, video interviewing is not going away. Indeed just announced that as part of their hiring side platform, they've added video interviewing to that section for employers so they can hire people faster. Now, I made a whole video about pre-recorded interviews. You can find it in the card here, and I'll put it in the description box below if you want to check it out at the end. But essentially, do not negate pre-recorded video interviews. They're a way for you to be more than just a piece of paper, like a resume, and you get an opportunity to share why you want to do the job in a way that 10 years ago, we didn't get to do. So there's a lot of good to these video interview processes. Now, the newest place where video is being used is resumes and applications. So I don't know if you saw this, but back in July, TikTok launched TikTok resumes, and people could make a TikTok of themselves as a resume to go for different jobs. TikTok partnered with a bunch of companies and different positions within those companies that they would look at TikTok resumes for. Now, video resumes and video introductions have been around for a while. Again, hello, Elle Woods. You did this 20-ish years ago. But this new form is just gaining in popularity. In fact, there's a recent Forbes article, I'll link it below, that talked about how the TikTok resume in particular may or may not stay, but the idea of video resumes is definitely gaining traction. A bunch of the different job search sites have already put in video resume sections, or that you have to answer supplemental questions on video in your application, things like that. So while the idea has been around, because of TikTok resumes, it is definitely gaining traction and is probably not going anywhere. And then if you're really acing it in this job search, video is coming into play in other ways. You are building your brand, putting out videos on LinkedIn or YouTube, or you're doing Instagram stories, right? Plus in networking, a lot of times you have to now network over Zoom. So we have to get used to being on camera with people to make that impression of who we are. So how do we get comfortable on camera? Well, here are a couple of ways to start. Number one, start doing Instagram stories. Yes, even if it's just on your personal account. I just want you using your phone and having to go in every day and say, good morning, how y'all doing today? Or, hey, this is what I'm up to today. Just so you're used to looking at a camera, not down here, at a camera, and learning and seeing, oh, was I smiling? Did I have energy? Did I look dead? Getting used to all that stuff, but at least doing it in a place where it goes away in 24 hours. It's nice. Plus, if you watch it back and you're like, oh, this sucks, you can delete it, but at least we got that information. Now, a second thing you can do to get used to video, and as you get used to it, demonstrate to others that you have this skill, create a LinkedIn intro. So if you go on my LinkedIn profile, you will see in the featured section, the very first thing links to a video of me saying hey, let's have a 5-minute coffee chat. Learn more about me. Let me learn more about you. And it's just kind of an intro of, hi, this is who I am. This is what I do. You can make that. It does not need to be as fancy as mine. Mine has links out to things. You don't need that. You can literally just take your phone and make a quick 1 to 2 minute intro of who you are and put it on LinkedIn. And then an advanced step to start getting comfortable, create content. Now, I said it before, if we are going to build our brand, we need to start creating content. You build a brand, you become a content creator, you're going to start drawing people to you. I have a whole other video about that. It'll be in the description box below. But if you start creating content, you're going to have to get used to being on camera, right? And it doesn't have to be a fancy camera. Again, these have magnificent cameras. So use what you have and start putting content out there. Start making videos. I don't even care if they're videos about what you want to do in your job search. Start talking. If you love hiking, start going on hikes and talking about the hikes you're on. Do artwork, whatever, but start putting yourself on camera so you can see how this works, what you look like. All those things can start coming together so that you can start being really good at this skill so that when it comes time to an interview on video, you're ready. Not to mention, this is just a side note, bonus thing. A lot of people are having to do a lot of jobs outside the normal scope of what the job description said. And sometimes the skills that you're learning from creating video are going to come in really handy. Once you get the job, they might go, hey, she's good at video. Let's make her the spokesperson on this presentation that we're going to send out to all our clients, or this promo we're going to do. Or now if you're the social media person for certain companies, you've got to be the person on their stories. So we might as well get used to being on stories, right? These skills can come in handy. Even just knowing how to edit, how to use YouTube or how to use Vimeo or whatever. knowing those things, you're going to be picking up these skills along the way, getting used to video that can help you in the job. Okay, lastly, a couple of things we have to remember when we are on video, when we are filming ourselves in any way. 1, the camera sucks 10% of energy, all right? It does. I worked in television. I've seen this for a long time. The camera is going to suck your energy. So there are videos I've done where I'm just talking to you. I got really into talking to you and I'm talking to you like this. And when I go watch it back, I'm like, dang, I look mad. I wasn't mad. I just wasn't smiling. So you have to be a little bit more energetic, a tad more happy than normal, because the camera's going to suck it out of you. So I am not saying don't be you. If your personality and if your personality is just kind of like real mellow, real chill, I'm not saying you got to be me up here. I just want you to be 10% more you. How are you the first time you meet new people and you have to be a good host or hostess? We turn it on a little bit more. That's all I want. The way I talk on here, y'all, is not how I talk through my everyday life. This would be a lot all the time. But on video, the energy's coming down just because that camera sucks it, so we go a little harder. Now, number 2, smile. Okay, I said it once already, but I need you smiling on video. When we don't smile, how serious do I look right now? And I don't think I've ever said this in a video. I am one of those people that when I'm walking down the street, this is my face. Y'all, I'm not mad. I'm not having a bad day. That's just my face. And yet I have that face that people come up and go, hey, it's not that bad. Smile. That's just annoying because you do not know what my day was. I always want to look at those people and go, maybe my dog just died. Like, leave it alone. Don't do that to people. But point being, my normal face is not one that's like this all the time. But I want to convey warmth. I don't want you to think I'm this mean, horrible person just because my face happens to normally be like this. So I smile. And so you need to smile on video too. It doesn't have to be a cheerleader. It doesn't have to be up here. You can just be down here. Just a little bit of a smirk while you're talking to people, right? So start smiling. And then this last one is huge. I have to correct clients on this all the time. When you are working off a phone or a laptop, you need to look at the camera, not the screen, okay? So that is your way of making virtual eye contact. When you are looking down at the screen and the person who's looking back at you or what you wrote or checking yourself in a monitor, this does not seem like I'm paying attention to you, but this does. So you want to make sure that even though it feels weird to you, that you're not looking at them and you're not looking at their picture, you're looking at the screen. On their end, it translates as you're looking at them. So always make sure you're looking at the camera, not the person's face on the screen. And in an interview, this is really hard to do if you haven't practiced it. So this is why we get used to video. Now, if you need more help on these things, like I said, I have videos on the video interview process, how to look good on Zoom, how to create content to build that brand. I'll link all of those in the description box. Woo! The description box below. But if you are just struggling in your job search, may I recommend to you my webinar? Whoa, y'all, maybe I need to take a time out from video. If you are just struggling in your job search, then I would recommend you go watch my webinar, 4 Steps to Your Strategic Job Search. It's free, it's on demand. You can go check it out in the description box below. It will lay out for you how we need to start doing our job search. So go sign up for that below, totally free. That is it for today. I will leave some links to those other videos here and here. They'll all be in the description box. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.